I want to have a whole bus too. Real whole bus. Like those.
30 away, 30 seconds away. Cue them to applaud. Then when their applause dies down, you guys start, okay? Okay. And then you do, and then up here. 15. Yes, stand by, here we come. Okay. Make sure they know. We don't want Dr. Bob. That music sounds very yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it sounds very familiar. I can't put my finger on it.
Can you find Dr. Bob? Dr. Bob has come to my house on the day of my daughter's wedding. And never once did you ask me to come to your house for Dr. Bob. Go ahead, tell her about your ADD. I'm going to talk to Clemenza, who's playing the bacalao right now.
Thank you, thank you. Oh man, all right, now, this is a loaded question. Do you struggle to pay attention?
I'm struggling today.
Natural Health Dr. Bob DeMaria is here to tackle ADHD. You couldn't have picked a better day.
I know.
So try to reel in our attention.
I should have brought more books.
Yeah, the guide to stopping ADHD in 18 days.
18 days.
So, he lost 50 pounds because of you, so you're going to get us off the ADHD.
It's okay.
ADHD is really, really serious.
It is.
It's a
And
real.
it's growing.
It is. It's growing because ADHD kids become ADHD adults, and it really has to do with everything with food. 5 million kids have ADHD.
Okay.
8 million adults have ADHD. We have a few of the 8 million here today. And so, I'm just trying to help.
Okay, all right. So, we need to know it starts with food.
It does start with
Really?
food. And I think that you learned that.
Oh, yeah.
How food really does impact your body.
Well, I was just fat. I didn't have a hard time paying attention.
So anyways, ADHD is really, it's all about fat. Remember in the first segment we talked about oil?
Yes.
Our brains are made up of fat. Our brains are made up of fat.
That's why people call you a fathead.
That's exactly right.
That's a compliment.
Right.
And so what happens is we've been putting a lot of the wrong fats in our body.
Again with the French.
The French fries.
You going to set that on fire again?
Well, if I'd have known you were here, I would have brought a blowtorch today.
Okay, so the bad fats are bad for our brain.
That's exactly right. So we're not just picking on Crisco, it's trans fat.
Okay.
You have to become label savvy. Harsh hydrogenated oils.
Yeah.
It literally short circuits the brain. I don't even use motor oil. We just strongly encourage flax oil, at least 1 tablespoon per 100 pounds per day.
Because you need oil.
You need oil for your brain. Now, I brought this big can because food is fuel. What a novel idea. Food is actually fuel. So, a lot of fuel makes you big. So we have a lot of chubby children out there today and adults that have an ability to focus. So I brought all these wires because our body is made up of electricity.
So my body has that in it?
Actually, your body has miles and miles of nerves. So these are like nerves, and we brought this because I knew you guys were here today. We need a little jump start.
Yes.
And so the brain sends messages on a layer of fat.
I got to tell you, Dr. Bob, drinking this is not going to make anybody healthy.
You'll be on fire.
Oh, fire it out.
There are so many individuals that have ADHD issues that they couldn't even put together a simple puzzle.
Now, I think I have it, but I tell people I can only pay attention in 4.5 to 5 minute segments.
Well, I know you have it because all my people say, Dr. Bob, you need to give Robin one of your books. So if you're the 5th caller today, I'll give you the number. No, but creative people can have ADHD is not wrong, but you have to direct the energy properly.
All right. So what do you think about medication, when people take medication for ADD or ADHD? And what's the difference between ADD and ADHD?
Well, ADD is actually attention deficit disorder. They're really not paying attention.
Okay.
ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Not only are they not paying attention, but they're acting unruly. These are the children that you may suggest something for them to do, and they just won't listen.
Can you get it as an adult?
5 million kids become adult with ADHD.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Yes.
Because they don't change their food.
Okay.
See, if you're eating food that's trans fat as a child, and unless you give your kids the right patterns at the beginning, their whole lifetime will be an ADHD issue.
So the fact that it's getting to be more is because there are more of these bad things in our foods.
There are foods that definitely will interrupt patterns.
Okay.
Okay? I'm trying to be very cordially nice. Sugar is the big issue.
Yeah.
That's the
Have you
same
been
as
paying
like.
more
They
attention
dumped out
since
the
you gave
sugar
up
this
sugar?
year.
Sugar takes minerals out of your body. Minerals act as spark
You
plugs.
know that?
And your brain, when you eat food, it has to go through steps. So literally you're short-circuiting.
Okay. Speaking of short circuit, just shortcut around the C and the T. What are those about?
Well-
This prop. He always brings the greatest prop.
He's a prop actor.
Well, thank you. C is the kind of fat that's in flax oil. It's called cis fat.
C is for cookie.
C is for cis, okay?
Cookie is for cookie. Cookies are for
T is for trans fat.
Okay.
Okay, so if your body's sending messages down a layer of fat, you catch that wave?
Yeah.
That's the Cedar Point wave. Okay, got it?
Gotcha,
Okay,
yeah,
so-
not gonna do it.
So,
Everybody's got
Come
surfing.
so C's and T's don't interlock well, and it causes the short circuiting your brain. So the basic physiology is your brain fat stops working when you're consuming foods that have trans fat in it.
Okay. So bottom line, can you forego the medicine by
Yes, you can.
changing your diet?
And the reason the book is called Dr. Bob's Guide to Stop ADHD in 18 Days, it's not about me, it's about how long it takes fat to be processed in your body.
If you're gonna tell the moms in the audience right now what to do today for their kids, immediately. what
One
would they do?
tablespoon of flax oil per 100 pounds.
What about olive oil?
Olive oil is great, Italians and Greeks, of course. Oompa, no sugar, stay away from the fries, and start reading the ingredients on your peanut butter.
Now, they didn't recognize this when we were kids. We were just idiots. They
Yeah.
had no idea it might be the bacon.
We're still idiots.
Well, we still eat
We
bacon.
have to stop now because Kristen is going to fly off the ground.
Oh, she's the one
winding
that-
up.
oh, she's the
But
helicopter
Dr. Bob is going to be at Barnes & Noble at Crocker Park
With
Saturday
this,
at
are you
1.
gonna be with this folks?
I'm gonna be
Talking
here.
ADHD.
All right.
And
And?
read that. Read.
You think- okay.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dr. Bob, we have a copy of his book, Dr. Bob's Guide to Stop ADHD in 18 Days, to give away. Be the 8th caller at 216-578-0888. Good luck.
Oh, The Cleveland National Air Show flies back into town Labor Day weekend at Lakefront Airport. Be the 8th caller at 216. Oh, now we're going to get our lines
They are
crossed.
fun.
But anyway, you win a family 4-pack of tickets to the air show. Good luck, and we'll be right back right after this.